All right, hey guys, again, I just wanted to give you a quick update and then also give you a stock pick. Okay, so first update is I actually exited about 50% of my NASDAQ positions, my Amazon calls, my QQQ calls, and some of my, I don't know if I exited my Apple calls, but I actually don't have a lot in Apple right now. I was just mainly Amazon, QQQ. I'm still holding my Rivian. I actually added one call to my Rivian position today. But so I exited 50%. At roughly somewhere in the midpoint of today, because I saw, well, I may have been mistaken, but I knew that there's an imbalance from last January that the NASDAQ hit on the hourly chart, and it's already hit that imbalance before, I believe in maybe like April it was, of last year, but not this year, but April of last year. But it hit that imbalance again, and I just got this gut feeling that it was going to sell off from there. So I exited about 50% of my positions. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm trying to protect from a certain degree of drawdown, and also give myself an opportunity to rebuy at a lower price. So I've still got 50% of my account in those call options, but I was like 100% leverage, which you might say that sounds risky, but I'm very confident about the bull market. So, but what I did was I exited about 50% of that. It's not like I want to sit in 100% of that for the whole bull market all day, every day, but I will be 100% leveraged as I get good entries, so that when the next leg up happens, I can ride it with full leverage. Then after an up move like this, I'll sell 50% of my position or whatever, still hold 50% in case it keeps going and runs away from me and doesn't give a good entry. But if it also draws back down, I now have buying power to get back in at a lower price with, right? So I'm waiting for today to most likely close red. We'll see if it does or doesn't. If it closes red, I'm waiting for another red day that goes lower than today. And then after that second red day, I'm looking to buy below the low of that red day, and then continue buying below the low, like swing lows or red day lows, until there's another leg up. So yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm expecting a bit of a sell-off, possibly I don't know, maybe we could see, I'm not sure. We could see maybe for a month or so more like a bit of chop and red sideways, even though it just did that. I'm not completely sure. It could even come down and take some of this stuff out, or even come down to here. So I can't predict exactly where the market's going to go along the way to its objective of higher prices. All I can do is try to efficiently capture gains while also protecting myself from drawdown, right? So I don't know how low the market can go, but for some reason I have this hunch that it might want to sell off from here. Maybe it doesn't, but I started seeing more bullish articles hitting different front pages of news websites. I don't know if you guys saw it, but last night I saw one on MarketWatch. Saw one today on Yahoo Finance. So I'm seeing more of a bull narrative come forward to the front, right? Which does not eliminate my long-term bullish bias, but what that means to me is that maybe somebody's paying them to promote a bullish narrative, to bait retail in at a short-term premium, and get them in at a high price. Then they sell the market off a bit. Then we get back in. Then the smart money gets back in at a lower price before the next leg up, right? So again, I don't know that that's going to happen, but I'm just preparing myself if that does. If it doesn't happen, I still have 50% to ride it. If it does happen, that 50% will go into drawdown, but I'll DCA in with the other 50% of my account at lower prices, so that it will, then I'll be at a discount on those positions to compensate for the drawdown on the other positions. And then once we finally do get that leg up higher to higher prices, breaking all-time highs, eventually stuff like that, I'll make the most efficient profits. I won't make the max profits, because the max profits would be if I got out of my whole position today and looked to re-enter low. But again, I don't know that it goes lower from here for sure. It could just continue ripping higher, right? Or not give a low that's lower than a red day low that's not a swing high, right? So it could run away from me. So rather than let it run away from me with no skin in the game, I'll have some skin in the game, but also be prepared to DCA in lower. Okay, so I've harped on that long enough. Now I'm going to give you guys the play that's not a tech stock. Boise Cascade. This is a supplier for home builders, okay, and in Boise. I'm going to try to say this real quick, not waste your guys' time, but basically, I believe that housing markets and commercial real estate markets, just real estate in general, is going to boom. Okay, the news has pushed a lot of bearish narratives for housing and stuff, yet as you can see, a home builder or a building supplier, a building material supplier, has been rocketing. They've gone up from $59 up to almost $100 now. Okay, so that's a pretty big increase. Okay, so what that says to me is that there is demand for homes. Again, think about inversion narrative. I see front pages on news saying that housing markets are bad, commercial real estate's bad. They say remote work this is remote work that. They're not filling buildings. Guys, look at the facts. The population's always growing. In the long run, the housing market is always bullish because there's always more people to put in homes, meaning that you need more homes, meaning that home building supplies are going to be in demand. Look at the overall long-term trend of this company. This isn't like a massively fast grower, but it's hitting. It just grew a lot. So I do admit, like, yeah, it's kind of at a premium right now. Maybe not the best entry price, but if you follow the criteria of buying below the low of a red day that's not a swing high, or a red week, there could be some opportunity for this going forward. Okay, and I definitely don't think it's bearish. I don't know, again, maybe this sells off again to a discount, but in terms of the long run, over the next years, next decade, to me, this is a bullish company. Okay, also specifically Boise related, Boise is an up-and-coming city. There's a lot of growth happening there in terms of real estate, both commercial and residential real estate. There's a lot of growth and development happening in Boise, and there has been for years. So I just see opportunity here. Again, it's already rocketed quite a bit. So we kind of missed our opportunity. The last opportune entry based on my strategy is right here, was in 3 weeks ago, where it was a red day, not a swing high. You buy below the low of it right there. You get a great entry. This one, price didn't go below that low, but it wasn't a fair value gap. So if you're entering based on ICT principles, you might have bought in there. But yeah, so I definitely wouldn't enter here at a high, but I would be waiting for a pullback to have more certainty that you're getting it at a good price, and go from there. So yeah, I'd be eyeing this in the long term. And again, there's sell-offs and stuff like this, but obviously this was a bear market. But I'm fairly bullish on this, right? This seems to be doing extremely, extremely well. I don't know that much about home builders and stuff, so I don't know how high this could go, but I just know a bullish asset when I see one. So yeah, keep your eyes on this and look for similar stocks related to home builders. I think Boise is a good location, and this is a good company within that location. So this is an opportunity. And like I said, it's not tech stock. So here you guys go. Here's a play that's more of a, traditional American company type of deal. So yeah, nothing else really to say today, guys. Just wanted to let you know I got out of half my positions. I'm looking to re-enter at a lower price, and this is my non-tech stock idea that I'll be looking to also maybe get in on if it gives me good entry criteria, right? So anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Take care, and I'll see you next time.